Hello everyone and welcome to the very last video for 2022. It has been quite a year and I definitely have picked up some favorites along the way and I thought I would share them with you. I kind of have a mix of everything from food to skincare to makeup to clothes. It's a whole thing, so hopefully I can get through these in an easy way. If you are hearing little itty bitty footsteps, those would be of my puppy. She's currently in here because she was kind of misbehaving, so I need to keep an eye on her right now. So my apologies if those little paws are distracting, but I gotta do what I gotta do, okay? To start off, we are gonna get into some food items, okay? I have been eating these protein bars for I think well over a year now, which it's kind of mind-blowing to me because like protein bars are one of those things that like I just get bored of after a couple months. But you guys, the Robert Irvine Fit Crunch bars are so delicious. Like if you like peanut butter and chocolate, then this is your dream, okay? I cannot get enough of these. I love the texture of them. I love the flavors that are happening. It's just one of those that like I find it to be a treat every time. It's just like the right balance of everything. I get mine from Costco, okay, because they sell them in bulk. And they've definitely gotten smaller. I don't really know why. I mean, I'm sure it has to do with production and all that stuff. But yeah, that's like the only downside to these. But nonetheless, it's still like a decent little snack. I just realized there's a lot of different types of these bars. But the one I like is the chocolate peanut butter flavor. So good. Definitely a hit for sure. Next up, you guys, these are probably one of my favorite things I've ever come across in my life. The Dave's Killer Bread Cinnamon Raisin Bagels. These are delicious. Absolutely delicious. I was trying to find that like perfect food that fueled my workout to the extent that I needed it to without making me feel extremely full and almost like heavy during my workouts, and these have just been it. Like I cannot express to you how well my body reacts when I eat these. Like I feel great during my workout and it's just perfect. I usually have these with some honey on top or some jam if I have it, and yeah, they've just been absolutely delicious. I have also tried out the blueberry flavor. I think it's like blueberry boomin' or something like that, but I definitely prefer these ones over those. These are like a staple in my house. Like I have these non-stop, okay? I'll even freeze them to make sure that I never run out. Like it is a necessity. The sliced bread of the cinnamon raisin is also delightful. My man loves eating those and it's perfect. I guess since we're talking about food, stomach thing, okay, let's just go on to this. My digestion is always just like all over the place and sometimes I really struggle and like I be getting bloated very easily, and I get that like, okay, it might be like a food I'm eating this and that. I don't like, I really don't want to eliminate any of the foods I'm eating because I enjoy all of it. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to like do that whole trial and error thing. It's just not for me, at least not right now. But I wanted to try out the PESCIENCE. I never know if that's actually how you say the company's name, but PESCIENCE. These are the, God, I really don't know how to pronounce any of this. SYMBIONT GI pills. Oh my lord, this is so embarrassing. I'm not good at English, okay? When I tell you these have worked, but like to the T, believe me, okay? Like I am someone who like really struggles with bloating, okay? Like heavy, to the point where it's like uncomfortable because it's painful. I started out with I think 2 per day, but then after a week I was just like, I can do 3. It's been delightful. Like these have just done everything they've needed to. I definitely need to pick up more because I'm coming to the end of these. So these have been absolutely superior to my health. Oh, also with those pills, I do want to say, like, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm not anything of that nature. So if you are interested in taking a supplement like this, definitely, you know, ask a professional. Don't just take my word for it. Do your research as well. okay? Just because this worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, but again, it has been a favorite of mine, so I figured why not include it in this. Moving on, let's just switch gears really quick and let's talk about some clothing brands. I just like find that I tend to stick with a lot of the same companies because like I know that their sizing works for me and this and that, but I did want to like up the quality of my clothing as well, and that is what I did. I do want to bring two specific brands to your attention because as soon as I received my first package from them that I ordered myself, I was very impressed. So the first one is going to be DARC Sport. This brand was actually brought to my attention by my man. So had he never mentioned anything, I would have never known. I'm wearing one of their hoodies right now. Love it. But aside from that, I think the message that they send is just very strong, and like, I don't know, it's just like I think about that stuff. Like even when I'm working out, like I tell myself like, come on Francesca, like push yourself further, like don't give up, like keep going, go harder than you did the day before. And that mentality is like, that's what I need, like especially in the gym and like when I'm trying to just like improve my overall health. Like that's the stuff I need to think about to help myself, you know, just get to that next level, to be a better version of who I was the day before. And the community just seems super cool as well. And yeah, just overall cool brand to check out. Their stuff is very, I guess, limited, so it's like stuff does sell out. So it's like when they do release a drop, you got to be on that site on the dot. That I would say is like maybe the only downside to it, but when you do get your hands on their clothes, like I think you'll be happy. And the next company I want to talk about is a brand called MANIERE de VOIR. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't think I even remotely got that close, but for them, I'm going to put up a couple of the things I've ordered, and the quality of this clothing is next level. It is definitely on the pricier side of clothing. However, I will say that like you are definitely getting every penny that you put in. I really knew I love them because I'm short, okay? I'm 5'2". Pants, leggings, jumpsuits, they tend to run very long on me. Like it's rare that I will find something that will hit my ankle perfectly, and they nailed it. Like I don't know what they did, what kind of magic is happening over there, but it's just been really nice. Because I will say when I order from new places, I get really nervous because if something doesn't work out, then you know you gotta return. It's like a whole thing. And yeah, I was so pleased with this brand because I didn't have to go through that, and I'm just so thrilled with every single piece that I have from them thus far. And it's definitely clothing and just pieces that will be staples in your collection and that will last you honestly like forever. Okay, like, that's at least what I'm hoping for. But yeah, definitely a good brand to check out if you are looking to splurge a little bit on clothing. I definitely think it could be worth it. Okay, so for my hair, I've honestly just made it a thing that like I need to just take the advice of a professional. Like I need to stop trying to play myself, okay? Because I really do want to take better care of my hair. I was in need of a new shampoo, conditioner. I was in need of a new everything for my hair, all right? And I asked my hairdresser what she recommended, and she gave me the ILES formula line. Okay, this is the finishing serum, but I also have the shampoo and conditioner. When I like was using it in the shower, I could just feel like my hair was like soaking in all the goodness of these products, and it just felt different. And then when I got out of the shower and added this serum, again, like it just was a hit. And that was when I knew. I was like, this is definitely gonna be a staple for sure. So I've really been enjoying this and the other two products I have by them. A little on the pricier side, so if you again are looking to splurge, then I think it's worth checking out. For my last little hair thing, I actually have it in my hair right now, but it's a jaw clip. The reason that I want to talk about this one is because my hair is very thick, and I would always see the girlies, you know, putting up all of their hair in a jaw clip, and I was like, how are you doing that? Like I like, I'm sorry, can't relate until I found this jaw clip, okay? It is just a jumbo jaw clip, and I'm sure you can find them all over the place, but this one just happens to be from Target. It was like $5, I think, and it has been divine to have, okay? Because aside from just being able to put my whole entire hair up, I can do a little half up, half down, and it's like tight, like it holds everything that I need it to. I've even been wearing this to the gym, you guys. I didn't ever think I was gonna be that person. I was like, I can't because my hair is just gonna fall out. No, jaw clip, okay? The only thing I will say is that I broke this one. I don't really know how. I don't, but even broken, it still works. But yeah, I love it, okay? It's definitely a good one. Hopefully I can find it on their site to like actually give you the exact name of it, but it's been lovely. And this is random, but hand cream. My friend actually recommended this to me. It is the Working Hands hand cream from O'Keeffe's, I think. I will say I'm like pretty aggressive with washing my hands, and with that, my hands tend to get pretty dry to the point where it's painful. Like it will kind of get cracks, and yeah, it's like not that cute at all, actually. This has definitely saved them. I like it because it has no fragrance. At least I'm like almost positive it doesn't have fragrance. I don't think it does. And it's nourishing, and it doesn't feel oily on my skin. It just feels like my skin is soaking in all the goodness, and it's actually doing something, and I see it doing something. Yeah, it's been divine and has definitely saved me from just a nightmare of pain on my hands. So definitely grateful for that. Okay, and lastly, you guys, we are going to talk about makeup. So this year was kind of interesting for makeup because I was really trying to work through the products that I had as opposed to buying a lot of new makeup. I guess that's more so true for like the second half of the year. When I was going through my makeup trying to figure out like what I would consider a favorite, something surprised me because I was like, oh, I actually did use this a lot and I didn't even realize it, but it has made it into this video. So for starters, we are going to talk about concealer. I have the NYX Bare With Me Serum Concealer. It's beautiful. It really is. I use this when I'm just trying to do like a very light coverage where I feel like I just need a little touch up, a little brightness under the eyes. It's perfect. It's also great if I am using it on a fuller coverage foundation. It just pairs really beautifully and it sits really nice on the skin. I definitely think this is going to be a concealer that I would like to have in my rotation because it's just like it always does what I need it to whenever I use it. You know, I don't think it's really ever let me down. And then I have another concealer, and this is one of those products that surprised me because I like didn't realize how much I use this until I did, okay? This is the JOUER High Coverage Concealer. I use a small amount of this when I do my makeup because I'm using it as that step to just bring a little more brightness to whatever makeup I have on my face. I think it's worth it if you need something that's really gonna pack a punch with a small amount of product. Moving on, I have a liquid contour to talk about, which honestly, if you've seen any of my recent videos, you are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not gonna be a surprise. It is the MILANI Conceal and Perfect Contour. I have mine in the shade Ginger. I just cannot say enough good things about this. It is so stunning on the skin. Like it gives everything I needed to and more. I think the thing I love the most about this is how I can build it up. So I can have it be a product that is more on the sheer side or something that's gonna pair really well with a full coverage face. And you guys, I still have like a really good amount left in this, and I pretty much use this every single time I do my makeup. This has just been it for me. Definitely gonna need to be a staple in my makeup from here on out. Let's talk about a powder, bronzer, and contour. The Juvia's Place. You guys, this game changer, okay? For the longest time, the Alamar Cosmetics has been my go-to. While it is still something I use on the daily, I like struggle between using that one or this one because both of them are just lovely to have. But I don't know, the Juvia's one, like there's just something about it, like it really makes you feel like a bronzed goddess. I do have a couple trips planned for this coming year, and I do think that this is probably going to be the bronzer that I will be taking because it has not failed me yet. So love that. Next up for a powder. So I think I got the Beauty Bakery powder last year, but I'm not including in this one because I think I did get it last year. Oh, between you and I, like the Beauty Bakery powder, it's just, it hits the mark. But a powder that really did surprise me, especially within the last few months, has been the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Pressed Powder. I hit pan on this, all right? There's just something about the way this makes your skin look that is absolutely flawless. And I think the reason that I like this one is because I've used it as like a finishing powder on a full face of makeup, but I've also used it when I've just added like the tiniest amount of concealer, and that's it. And it still looks seamless on the skin. It adds just enough coverage. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like it's sucking the life out of me. Like, very beautiful formula. I actually forgot I have 2 more things, okay, instead of just 1 more thing. So let me quickly get through this. The first is going to be the E.L.F. Brow Lift. Pretty much the only thing I've been using on my brows. There's really not much to say about this because it does what it needs to. It holds my brows. I got pretty thick brows, and yeah, that's really it. It's great. I love it. I even have a backup on hand. Definitely something I need to have all the time. Been great. And lastly, I did want to include an eyeshadow palette because I don't know, I just thought that'd be fun. I tend to stick like to the same eyeshadow palettes most of the time, or I'll even just like use my bronzer on a day-to-day basis, just like in the crease. But I will say the Chocolates palette from JUVIA'S Place has really, I would say, been like a go-to palette. Like, I feel that I tend to grab this one just in case, or even if I have another palette of kind of like the same color story, I still want to have this one on hand because I feel like I'll want to dip into one of these shadows. I used some of the shades on my eyes today, which if you want to see this makeup look, the video is the one for this. I'll be sure to link it somewhere. Beautiful formula. This is the only eyeshadow palette I have tried out from them, so I can't really speak to the others, but as far as this one goes, I like it very much. Oh my god, okay, I have one more thing. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just a mess. I don't do these videos, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. This was actually a gift from my man, and it is the NOMISK thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's like NOMISK heat pad massager. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a heating pad that does massage as well. And this is delightful when I have cramps, okay? I will walk around the house with this all day if I have to, okay? I will charge it up. I don't care. Honestly, just even the heat itself is, I think, what I enjoy the most out of this, you know, because I can have it in the front, I can have it for my lower back, whatever it is. Would recommend getting this if you know, struggle with some cramps. I swear, as I get older, they become more aggressive, and I'm not okay with that, but just, it's a great time, you know. That would conclude my favorites for the year 2022. I, of course, as you guys saw, have discovered beautiful things. Very happy to have them in my life. I do want to say, like, thank you to each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel and that has watched my videos, that has commented, that has liked a video, you know, like, thank you. Truly, it just puts like the biggest smile on my face. And even on the days where I'm like questioning, like, what am I doing, like, what is going on, I don't know, I'll just like see stuff like that, and it is really uplifting. So thank you. I am ever so grateful. So that is all. If you guys are doing anything wild for New Year's, you know, stay safe, but have a good time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it and that you guys maybe found some things interesting to try out for yourself. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video in the coming year. Bye. Okay. Charlie, you need to sit. What am I saying?